boy, Demi TV.
It's Wave God in this motherfucker. Hey, shout my nigga Demi T though.
Got the song pop like I'm Iggy. All they talking about is last night like I'm Demi. Say you got.
Groupies donated $5. Damn ski pulled the Michael.
I don't know. They've been doing a little. Yeah, let's see what the
What's up, Dean TV, Dean Nation, Dean Family? Today we're doing a reaction to The Truth Is Something New, and the first time reacting to the channel. So shout out to them and shout out to one of my fans, you feel me, for suggesting this, and they name will be right here, you feel me, and shout out them, you feel me. But today we're reacting to this. Is called Something Sinister Happened to These Empire Music Artists. Truth Talk, you feel me? And if you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, and share the video on all social medias, and comment below what reaction you want to do next. And we're gonna see and get deep and dive into this, like, what is going on over there, you feel me? Cause it's like it's a ritual over there. It's all sorceries over there. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, Dean Family, you feel me? But subscribe to the channel, check out the merch, go copy some, and check out everything down there in the description box below. The Sports Your Boy, you feel me? Let's get into this.
Well, thank you for joining me for this Truth Talk video. In today's episode, we'll be talking about the mysterious passing of several Empire artists. Let's get right into it. On November 17, 2021, the Memphis rapper Young Dolph passed away after being ambushed at a local Memphis cookie store he always attended. On June 18, 2018, the Florida rapper Triple X Tentacion passed away after being ambushed at a Deerfield Beach dealership. On November 11, 2020, the Dallas rapper Mo 3 passed away after he was ambushed while on a drive on the I-35 in his hometown of Dallas. On November 6, 2020, the Chicago rapper King Von passed after an altercation that took place outside an Atlanta club. On December 19, 2021, the Los Angeles rapper Drake Yo the Ruler passed after an altercation that happened at a Los Angeles music festival. Besides all these guys being rappers, they had one thing in common. They were all signed to Empire before they passed. This very detail has led many people to speculate whether these artists being signed to Empire had anything to do with their passings. And I can't really blame them. Seeing all these artists who were signed to Empire pass definitely raises the question, is Empire playing a part in any way? Empire Distribution was founded in 2010 by Gazi Shami, a music technology graduate at San Francisco State University. Gazi was 33 years old when he started Empire Distribution, just a year after he lost his father. Since the creation of Empire, Gazi has managed to work with many big artists, playing an important role in the marketing and distribution of many successful projects. There isn't much information available on Gazi, as he seems to play the background in the music industry. Whether Gazi is a Freemason is hard to determine because the information available on him is very basic, as he doesn't seem to spend much time in the public eye. We already know the music industry is ran by Freemasons, especially
that kind of answer your question there. Like, the fuck, you said, is he a Freemason? Well, Freemason gonna be out there that the fuck.
The fact that his father passed just 1 year before he went on to create his ultra-successful distribution company, to me, also raises suspicion. He created his record label when he was at the age of 33, which is the most important number in Masonry. This makes me think that he might indeed be a Mason. He even posted on his Instagram about how his father passed when he was 32, and how he started his label when he was 33. And he even went on to say that he channeled his pain. To me, this reveals a lot.
This man said channel the pain. What the fuck? What type of witchcraft this motherfucker talking about?
That's the reason he gained the success. We already know in the industry, sacrifices need to be made, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is the case here.
You better be channeling your power. The fuck? You talking about channeling?
Deals with Empire, as their projects were full of Masonic imagery, especially in Young Dolph and Triple X Tentacion's last music videos. Young Dolph's case seems to be the strangest to me. See, Young Dolph for the majority of his career, and this is by choice, as he had personally declined multiple record deals in the past, choosing to stay independent. But in 2018, that all changed as he signed a deal with Empire, partnering with them, creating a joint label. This meant that after 2018, Young Dolph was no longer independent and was now under a major record label.
That's
On July 30th,
crazy.
2021,
So
Young
more to the story. He or him or whoever it is get all their royalty and all their money from their tracks and all the music they drop. You feel me? If you still listen to them till this day, so it's like the family ain't even really getting that. You feel me? The label is. So the label capitalizing. The label being fucked. That's fucked. Especially if you pay somebody to get somebody knocked off, then have it be hush hush. Well, that's tapped. That's manipulation at its finest. That's like, bro, that's fucked. Allegedly. We don't know.
A very interesting album called Paper Route Illuminati. On the album cover, we saw Young Dolph openly showing the one-eye symbolism. This instantly raises a lot of questions, especially since this would be one of his last projects he released. It was obvious that Young Dolph was referring to becoming a Masonic puppet, as it is the route to riches and fame. Young Dolph would go on to release a music video for one of the songs on the album called Talking to My Scale, and this video was full of Masonic imagery. I have covered this music video in the past, but for those who might not remember or didn't see that video I made on Dolph, let me break this video down, as in my opinion is very telling. The music video starts with the Masonic all-seeing eye. The screen zooms into the eye, and we then see Young Dolph doing the one-eye symbolism. The video then shows Young Dolph in what appears to be hell, as he is counting money. In this part of the video, they even flash tons of satanic imagery within a second. You have to literally slow the video down to be able to see it. It's obvious what this part of the video is representing. Young Dolph taking the oath in order to truly make it in the music industry. The video opening with the Masonic all-seeing eye is clearly letting the world know that Young Dolph is a Masonic puppet. The fact that they show him in a burning end shows that Young Dolph was aware of...
Yeah, because it's just showing him like, okay, we gave you the money. We gave you the money. You are a puppet. You gotta live in hell to get this shit. You feel me? And it's like, damn, you basically signed your life away. That shit crazy. Shit. Don't get signed. God damn.
The video continues with Young Dolph in a garden area that in my opinion appears to be the Garden of Eden. Again, another reference to selling out. When these artists shoot music videos with the Garden of Eden theme, that just like Eve, they're choosing to eat from the forbidden fruit. They have chosen Lucifer in order to gain the whole world. Throughout the rest of the video, we can spot...
But it says that though. It says, who is they to get the whole world but lose they self? You know? People lose they self.
Throughout the rest of the video, we can spot
and go for that wealth.
Showing who Young Dolph is truly representing. In the lyrics of the song, Young Dolph even talks about sacrificing himself. He raps, "If I sacrifice myself, will I go to hell?" It's clear what Dolph was making known with this album. He had chosen to sell out when he signed to Empire. None of Young Dolph's early music videos
talking about killing
himself. So I find it strange that in his last project, he has a song where he was talking about doing that kamikaze and showing himself paying for it in a burning end. A video showing tons of open Masonic imagery. I do not think it's a coincidence that after Young Dolph signed to Empire, a couple years into his deal, he would begin to openly show Masonic imagery when he wasn't before. Things got even more strange with Empire when we take a look at Triple X Tentacion. Triple X Tentacion had just signed another deal with Empire to release his next project before he passed. He released his last album, and on that album, he had the song Sad. We have already gone over the Sad music video, so if you'd like to hear a breakdown on that music video, make sure you go watch the previous videos.
That shit was so dope. I'm sad in love, yeah. I'm sad in love, yeah. Who am I?
They even showed X talking to a demonic figure that I believe represents Baphomet, as he spoke about speaking to Baphomet in his song called I Spoke to the Devil in Miami, which he dropped in 2016. Triple X Tentacion's career would take off just 1 year after he dropped his Spoke to the Devil in Miami song. His Look At Me song would mysteriously start to take off, even though it was a 2-year-old song.
Yeah, and that shit was crazy, yeah. He started going crazy off that song.
Look at me! Look at me! Triple X Tentacion documentary recently released on
The
Hulu.
documentary.
It shows a scene where Ghazi states that he first spoke to Triple X Tentacion during a phone call conversation they had while X was still in jail. This means that X got in contact with Empire shortly after he made a song admitting to selling his soul and talking to a Baphomet. In that Hulu documentary, Ghazi also said that Triple X Tentacion told him he wouldn't live past 21.
And we were sitting down eating, and he was around with the chopsticks, and we were just sitting there, and we started talking about kids. He was like, "You're gonna be a great dad, so you're gonna be a great dad too someday, bro." He said, "No, no."
That shit sounds spectacle. Skeptical.
And he just looked me dead in
Fuck,
the
I
eye,
just said. I said spectacle, tactical,
As you heard
spectacle,
for yourself,
spectacle. What
Ghazi
the
states
fuck?
that X knew he wouldn't make it
Ain't
past
even
his
no
21
word.
birthday. Now we also know that Triple X Tentacion spoke about being sacrificed before on an Instagram post he made as well.
Yeah,
as
he
I
did
covered
talk
on
about
the
getting
previous X
sacrificed.
video. In my opinion, this is what I believe X was referring to, being sacrificed by Empire. This is why Ski Mask said that X was trying to sacrifice him, as X was trying to spare himself by offering Ski Mask instead. We were just looking at Young Dolph's situation and his Paper Trail Illuminati song. He also talks about being sacrificed. As you can see, it's hard not to think Empire has been sacrificing his artists when their own artists are talking about being sacrificed. Even though the King Von situation seemed unrelated and appeared just to be a street situation, it still seemed odd to me. Just as King Von was blowing up, shortly after signing with Empire, he would also pass. Just like Young Dolph and Triple X Tentacion, Von
That's
seems
actually
to
a
have done a
fact.
satanic-themed music video before he passed called Demon. The music video, which was released August 9th, 2021, showed Vaughn looking demonic. I think a full video on King Vaughn is needed, as his story is a great example of how you can sell your soul to the streets and end up being used to serve Lucifer. So if you'd like to see a full video on King Vaughn, comment King
That's
Vaughn.
a gem right there. He said sometimes you can be a product of the street and be selling your dream to the street, and while selling your soul. Oh, that shit. Oh.
On below. All the artists I mentioned in this video all met violent endings, which again to me is strange, since they were all signed to Empire, and two of those Empire artists were talking about being sacrificed. Many people online have also pointed out that Empire might be putting life insurance policies on their artists. Even though I cannot confirm that Empire really does this, I can confidently say it is common for record labels to open insurance policies on their artists with the record labels as beneficiaries. The record labels put these life
Sounds
insurance
believable.
policies within the record contract itself and allows the record label to collect the policy if anything happens to the artist. In an article written by MTV released in 1998, MTV spoke about a rapper by the name of Bushwick Bill who was having a problem with his label when he found out they added an insurance policy into his record deal. Bushwick Bill was signed to Rap A Lot Records at the time, and he felt that this was an improper move done by the label to make him worth more money gone than he is worth when he's actually alive. And this is especially true after the artist's dreams increase when an artist passes away.
Yeah,
So
that
if
happens
Empire
a
had
lot.
put life insurance on all those artists, they would have made a lot of money. Even more so since these labels release more albums after these rappers are
people who
gone,
haven't listened to him, they were like, oh, I'm gonna check him out. It's like, dang, I haven't listened to him when he was living, so I might as well listen to him, check him out while he's dead. You see that happen a lot nowadays.
the situation. In my opinion, it does seem like something is going on over at Empire Distribution. The label keeps on going strong, while these artists under the label seem to have the opposite results. If we look at the Instagram post Ghazi made where he spoke about his father passing and him starting his record label at 33, we see he also spoke about channeling his pain, which is what it seems he keeps doing with all his artists that keep on passing, channeling their pain to make himself more
That
money.
shit channeling. That shit
It
a
appears to me that
witchcraft
Ghazi
word.
might be making ritual offerings and at the same time making millions off it. We might never know
Shouldn't
100%
trust that
what's
shit.
going on over at Empire, but we know for sure the devil is involved. So many artists are willing to pay the ultimate price, selling their souls for temporary fame, when nothing in this world but our souls are eternal. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the
Hope you guys like that. Dean Found Dean Nation. Like, comment, subscribe, and share the video on all social media and comment below what reaction we do next. See you guys next time. Love you guys. I'm out. And go show this channel some love and tell them Dean sent you. Hasta luego, mother.